Welcome back to Resistance Chicks. We are your hosts, Leah and Michelle. Today is 7/17/17. It is a Monday, so we want to take you back to our adopted representative, Thomas Massie from Kentucky. We're from Ohio, but we love him so much we wish he was our own.
So he tweeted this out, or he put it on Facebook. Have you ever seen a congressman laugh out loud on TV at obvious liberal bias? My friend Congressman Dave Brat flusters the MSNBC anchor with multiple truth bombs, and I want to bring it to you because it is awesome.
Russians that everyone's been talking about after the second revision. Wall Street Journal reporting, Congressman, that he also somehow forgot that he had $250,000 in Israeli government bonds and also left out this joint art collection with his wife. Should his security clearance be revoked or suspended?
Well, I have a hard time keeping track of all my art collections, but no, I don't know what the rules on all this are. I'm a budget econ guy. And so whatever the protocol is, I mean, we have an investigation going forward on all this stuff. And whatever, the main issue, I think two issues are being conflated that need to be separated. One is the Russians are obviously involved in our election process. Obama knew that for several months, didn't do anything about it. Then the Democrats, Pelosi is in the other party if people at home don't know that. And so she sometimes gets a little political. So sometimes, like the day after the election, they said President Trump needs to be impeached. So once in a while, politics intervenes up in this city in D.C., and things get a little overheated. I think we just need to calm down, follow the law. We're a nation under laws, not of men, not of women. And so just let the process play out, whatever the rules are. If a statute has been violated, that's the key. Name the statute. Alan Dershowitz said so far no statute violated. And this word collusion is all over the place. I mean, everybody colludes in this city, right? I mean, I got the left colluding.
I think the collusion that happens in D.C. is a bit different from the collusion that's being alleged as it pertains to Russia. You would at least concede that point.
Oh, no, I don't concede that point at all. It's all about politics and power, and the left and the media, 93% of the money from the mainstream media folks go to Hillary, and none of this was covered on Hillary. And so, yeah, there's collusion.
Congressman, how is this in any way related to this idea that, actually you conceded this point, the fact that Russia was involved in our election, and you've got...
Right, yeah.
But so how, I don't understand how they're related, how they're connected.
This whole city is a web of collusion and big money. I ran against all of that collusion, right? So I'm against it. But no one gets to play the innocent here. Hillary raised $2 billion in the Hillary Foundation from foreign money, and CNN and all the biggies never found anything on that. The Washington Post is great on Watergate, but they missed Clinton-gate altogether. Why is that? Well, it may be because 97% of the donations from mainstream folks go to the Democrat Party. Gee, I wonder if that could, influence the news at all. So now everyone's on the Trump collusion stuff. So let's just calm it all down and go back. What statute has been violated? Name it. And I'm an open-minded guy. I'm an economist, not a lawyer. But there's plenty of lawyers here.
Are you at all concerned about this latest revelation? This morning revealed that there were in fact additional people in the room during that meeting, despite the fact that Donald Trump Jr. said just a few days ago he was coming clean. This little nut.
Are you concerned that the Russian woman is connected to the DNC and trying to set up Donald Trump Jr. for this very moment?
It was left out. Does that at least bother you?
Well, in terms of yes, of course it does. Yes,
okay,
yes. I'm a basic guy, but yes, but we always get hyped up every morning on our Starbucks, and you guys come at us with a new wave, and then 6 months later, you're not clinging to any of those stories. This has been going on for a year. Every morning I wake up, and there's another. Oh, there's a key detail, Dave. What do you think about it? It's huge.
We're not coming at you with some sort of new wave. It's the New York Times. It's the Washington Post.
Right. Oh, I know. Right. All the usual.
All the usual liberal
97% money flowing to Hillary.
He just said that.
Yeah, he just said liberal elite.
All of us are in cahoots together.
Yeah, you said it.
You just have a systematic bias toward liberal outcomes and growing the federal government. It's okay. It's America. I don't know if it's illegal.
How is if that bias did exist, which again I maintain doesn't, even if it did,
exists, now you gotta come clean with me on that.
How is that related? How is that related to Russian collusion?
It's related to the media coverage. That's what I'm saying. The Standard, let's do
So you would prefer us not cover it, Congressman? You would prefer us...
No. I cover it well. Cover it as news, not every day. We know this is a great news story. It makes tons of money.
Every day. Something's happening sometimes 3 and 4 times a day.
Right. Go to Dershowitz. This guy's a civil libertarian liberal who voted for Hillary, and he raised the relevant standard. What statute is violated? If you can name that, that's what we're interested in. Move me on to some budget conversation. I want to talk to...
But he can't answer what statute has been violated because there probably wasn't one. And if there was, then they would address it and go after it. But really, he really hit the nail on the head that there is collusion going on across the board, okay? He brought up Clinton Gate that's not been covered by the MSM.
Why aren't you talking about the fact that there's a guy in Haiti that's been offed by Clinton's people?
They would rather cover...
Why aren't you covering that all day long?
They would rather cover Donald Trump Jr.
That's why they're
out that there were other people in the room than cover the fact that the Clintons have murdered somebody that was going to testify against them. That would be the news that I would think that you would want to share, CNN. But no, because you're the Clinton News Network, so of course you're not going to cover that. You're going to cover this non-story. Now listen, Jared Kushner was in the room, all right? So I'm not going to say that this was a complete awesome thing, okay, one way or the other.
But it was set up by the DNC.
But it absolutely was set up by the DNC.
To talk about the Magnitsky Act, because if they had colluded with her over the Magnitsky Act, saying, hey, when we get into office, if you give us some information, we'll do some, then they would have had him. But because he knew immediately, whoa, I can't talk to you about legislation. We can't do a quid pro quo.
Right.
We can't do this. Meeting's over.
Exactly. But they're not covering that part really either.
So we're done. We're done.
We're done here.
A Russian woman wanted to meet with him to set him up, and he said no. It's kind of like when you meet with somebody, you find out they're a prostitute, and you're like, nope, I'm done, goodbye, right? Because that's what they are. She's a prostitute. She's selling herself for money, probably with the DNC. And you walk away, and then suddenly you're like, he met with a prostitute.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's a very good analogy. Don't you all think so?
I do.
Okay, no, I was asking them, not you.
I do.
Alright, this is Leah and Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it is not just a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Find us every Friday. We go live on Mass Faith 3 from 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time, and sometimes we even go over. Find us on VidMe also, and Isaiah 58 Ministries blogger. We love you guys. God loves you. God bless.
Call